Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakadash. Yahweh been the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shah been the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, real quick, we're going to address the fact that the Christians cannot debunk Revelation 13 and 10. This verse is very well put together by the Holy Spirit, you see, and a mere mortal man cannot debunk it because he made it plain upon tables. Now Habakkuk chapter 2 says, you see, and the Spirit is opening the eyes of the saints and blinding the eyes of the 2/3 and the wicked heathens, according to Daniel 12 and 10. See, they are being blinded and they can't understand it. But when you go into Revelation 13, it say, he that leadeth into captivity. So these are the individuals who are going to have to be taken away in chains, you see. And they cannot debunk the situation. It's in Revelation, the last book in the Bible, you see. It's talking about this kingdom or this beast that's going to rise up out of the sea in the last days. So it's telling you the country, it's telling you the group of people. See, it ain't but one beast that rose up. It's this so-called Anglo American world power with NATO trying to, with the United Nations trying to play a role right along with the beast. But the beast is the whole situation, because yes, the heathens is united to the beast, but the beast is the whole situation, and that beast goes back to Revelation 12, which was a red dragon. And you see, the nation of Edom, they was red. They was the nation that was red, and that's what Edom means, red. So this is the nation that led the Israelites in captivity. Real quick, let's go into that, because this is the faith of the saints. The faith of the saints is not for some utopia to pop off. See, the faith of the saints is that their enemies go in chains. Now, let's see here, Amos chapter 1. It identifies the slave trade. In Amos chapter 1, it talks about in verse 6, it says 3 transgressions of Gaza. That Gaza represents the so-called Arabs. And look what it said. And for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom. See, it was a trade going on. See, it's Gaza was trading slaves to Edom. Verse 9, it talks about Tyrus. It says, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom. See, they was trading the Israelites to Edom. It was leading the Israelites into captivity. Okay, and then it talks about Edom, who was receiving the Israelites and having them in captivity. See, the people, the nation that was trading the Israelites to the Edomites, and the Edomites that was controlling the captivity of the Israelites. This is what is being said in Amos chapter 1, the first beginning of the prophet Amos writing, and he wrote a lot. You see, then when you go into Amos chapter 9, at the end of his writing, see, at the beginning of his writing, he told you what was going to happen. And at the end of his writings, he told you what was going to happen. He said, verse 11, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. And that tabernacle of David represents the Israelites, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom that King David was ruling over. And close up the breaches thereof, and I was raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. See, it's not going to be some new church, multinational church that represents the tabernacle of David. No, it's going to be just like in the days of old with the 12 tribes of Israel, the fleshly children of the 12 tribes. See, just like in the days of old, just like in the so-called Old Testament. This is how this tabernacle is going to be raised up. Verse 12, it says, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen. See, that's the Anglo-Saxon American world power and the United Nations, the heathens that's helping them out. These individuals led the children of Israel into captivity. And let's get Jeremiah, let's see, 50, not 51, 50 and 33. It says, thus says the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, see the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, the tabernacle of David, were oppressed together. And all that took them captive, see the Edom and all the heathen, all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. You see, and what is he writing this thing about? He say this is verse 1, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by the prophet Joel. What Babylon is it talking about? It's not talking about the ancient Babylon. This is what it's talking about. Isaiah 47. It said, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. See, this is the daughter of Babylon and the daughter of the Chaldean. If you type that into the Google, you're going to see that represents America. They wrote books about it and everything. That daughter of Babylon represents America. When you go into Revelation 13, I think in 11, the next verse describes America. It said, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Now, some people break down is that you got the Democrats and the Republicans, and some people break down is that you got the British who started the freaking country, British Edomites, and then you got the American Edomites, because the British, who's claimed to be the small hats, who was starting all of this stuff. Okay, and they had the Revolutionary War, where these two powers was fighting over the rulership over this place. But anyhow, they speak as a dragon because they represent the dragon in Revelation 12. Now, when you go into this captivity, let's get Jeremiah 30 and 16. It said, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all your adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So every one of these heathens and Edomites, which is the so-called white man, the American empire, who's ruling the world with their military and their almighty dollar. They going into captivity, every one of them. Now, when you go into King David, he raising up the tabernacles of David. King David also prophesied about the situation. Getting right to the point, verse 6, he said, "Let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance upon the heathen," that go all the heathen, "and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains." Who are the king? The main kings of the earth is the Edomites. They are sitting on the throne. It says, "and their nobles with fetters of iron." See, the Edomites is that the American empire, that's Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, that's ruling the earth. See, that's reigning over the earth according to Revelation 17 and 18. They're reigning over the kings of the earth. They the main kings. And King David said that the vengeance of the Lord is to bind them in chains. See, He's not just gonna kill them and send them somewhere to some hell under the ground. No, He gonna bind them behind with chains. It says, "and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all His saints." See, the patience of the saints, the patience and the faith of the saints. See, who is the saint? It tells you right in the same verse. It say, "Let Israel rejoice in Him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their King." This is who it's talking about. The children of Zion and the Israelites. See, these are His saints. Look at verse 1. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and praise in the congregation of saints. See, the saints. Let Israel rejoice. See, those saints is talking about Israelites. And so it's all about them putting their enemies, which is the heathen, in chains. This is the faith of the saints. This is the new song that they're going to be singing. That they're going to put their enemies in chains and put the curses on the enemies of slavery and working for your enemy, serving your enemy as a slave. This is the faith of the saint. And I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakafadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.